What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we have Market Watch. Your weekly Friday entertainment is here at last. So guys, let's dive right into these cards and let's talk about it. As you know, every Market Watch starts off with our Greymons. They are starting to tick down, which is really good for a lot of players because these were overly expensive. Now we have the party pack is about $17. Marketplace probably not even that. Let's take a look at it. So it started really high and now slowly is ticking down, and that can be because Jessamon isn't as good as they thought it was. So now they're trying to just recoup some of their losses because everybody's trying to move them. But we have a large quantity at the low end of $17, and that's pretty good for the Greymon alternate art. But then you have the regular art, which has been on a steady down climb. So he's around 15 bucks, and he'll probably continue going down as we see in the inevitable future. So keep that in mind, that our Greymons are starting to lose their values. People that have sold them at the higher ones, congratulations, you made some quick cash. And even now, you're still making quick cash until they reprint him in the Gamamon booster. So, well, trial deck, as they say. So keep that in mind. Next, let's talk about it. Ancient Greymon had a recent spike around last week, and now he's finally just coming back down. People got hyped and started buying up the Great Legends alternate art Ancient Greymon because he is a very powerful deck, and consistency wise he is still very consistent. So I really think that if you don't have your full max rarity playset by now, you haven't been really listening to the Market Watch. So Ancient Greymon here, he spiked at like around my birthday, and now he's been just slowly hovering back down, which at this point you're better off just picking up the alternate art for an extra few bucks because this one will drop faster sooner. So keep that in mind. Now we have Bellastar. Bellastar alternate art has been just slowly every week, as you can watch. Once the set has been out since December, just slowly climbed a bit, and now it's on its way from its really expensive $126 to just about half. Loses about like $1 a week. So the longer you hold off on picking her up, the better, because you're not going to be wasting money. She's a very powerful deck, but consistently wise, there are better decks that are faster than her. So keep that in mind. If you like control, Bellastar is really there. Bellastar. Bellastar. Sorry, not Bellastar. Bellastar. I know I was going to mess that up. Well, we have Bellastar with the effects of the market as well. Slowly just creeping down to the $20 range very quickly. It started at 60. She has just onwards downhill. I won't be surprised if we see her down to 15 bucks. Just keep that in mind. Bluesamon, here's your final warnings. You have 2 weeks left, and then this card will probably spike up, even though it's like you're only going to need like 2 copies. It's still good to have your copies in hand, but this is just a ticking time bomb. $47.50 is this. We're not even going to go there. It's $55 basically. That person is non-reliable. I don't trust one card sellers. So $55 is nothing to scoff at. It's just holding around that 55 range. Not bad. Then we have Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon is just on the downhill. It was very hype, and don't get me wrong. Wow, somebody actually snagged that up at 33. Really nice to see that someone got that. I'm very proud of that. But it's probably also had like a $7 shipping, so it was like 40 bucks. So I really like that we have Machine Dramon here going down, and it's showing keep going down. I mean, I can't wait. I'll pick up full art playset because I really like the art. The art is really sick looking. Now, Agumon Bond of Bravery, not Aguni. Sorry, there's other cards I wanted to talk about. If this card has been just seeing steady down climb this whole time, even though we had a few really good. We had last week Nats finally over with. it really did well for itself. Dan Vega piloted extremely well, and it's not a bad card to have. 3 of is really good, and I think alternate art wise, it's really sick. Then let's talk about Jessamon. Jessamon is its full art is a ticking time bomb, to be honest with you. And the only reason why I say this is because at the end of the day, as this starts going down and down and down and down and down and down, you know what's going to happen is that once the third alternate art comes out, that one's going to be expensive. It's probably going to sit around 80 bucks, and this one's just going to tick down to 10, and it'll be really nice to have a very cheap Jessamon. But that's really what's happening, is just the side effect is this card isn't the max rarity anymore. The highest rarity one is from the Nationals, and well, Tamer Volume Pack 2. So keep that in mind, that it's just no longer the max rarity. So this card will probably keep tanking faster. Let's talk about the Evo Cup, Evolution Cup cards. Sorry, this is just really interesting to cover because this is just ticking time bombs of being bought out and then being the most expensive cards in the world to grab your hands on. And what do I mean by that? Well, first off, Comandramon is just almost gone. This one has 4 listings left, and he's around the $40 range, followed by Sealdramon around the $34 range. So, and these are your max rarity versions, and then Mishimon is around 30. If you are a Comandramon fan, you usually want to pick up your max rarity stuff, so keep that in mind. You also have Lord Nightmon sitting around the $81, and then, you know, you have Agumon July Stamp, $130, and then Evolutionary Cup, 20 grand. I don't even want to go there. Don Devi around 70. You have Goblymon 444. You have Biomon around 20s. Unimon's around 30s. Candlemon around 15. Just very interesting to see all these prices, and it's not like they're overly expensive. So, but as we are finally getting wrapped up and closed, we're going to see these to be a little more expensive. So keep that in mind. Let's talk about the Tamers. Analog Youth is on a slow down climb as we speak. He's around the, I would say, $58 mark, which is not terrible at all. I mean, at least 43 sales, well, 100%. Not bad, very trusted, but just hold off on it. I mean, Analog Youth is a very powerful tamer, but you might not need it. Let's talk about it. Tai has been on an ever spiraling down climb since the end of Nationals ending. Jessamon really hasn't done much. Yes, it has topped a few knots, got in the top 4 slots or the top 8 slots, but it's still not doing crazy enough for Tai to keep holding its price. And Tai just keeps coming down. The $14, 15 bucks is not bad. Tai's just going to keep going down, and I could see him back into the $10 range soon. So it'll be a good time to get your stuff back. Let's talk about it. Gaia Force from the Tamer Evolution box is going down slowly but surely. So let's get rid of the Japanese. I hate that they'll do that. Around $60.75 is kind of where it's sitting at, and it's not terrible, I gotta say. Very, very important to keep that in mind, because the Gaia Force is going to have, it has a reprint coming out, so that means there's a higher rarity version, because now there's a stamped version with the regular version. So now you have 2 options. And let's talk about the Tamer Evolution boxes anyway. So they are going to be, the most expensive one is Gaia Force and Hammer Spark. Let's be honest, this one will probably sit around 50 bucks, and this one will sit around the $70 range. So yeah, I mean, Kikaitis Breath even alone will be probably 15. I can see this down to the $14 range because it's not played as much. This down to 5s, this going down to $1, this going down to $1, just because they're just terrible cards. I don't understand why they made them. They're just bad cards. But all in all, just great cards and just to have in generalization. And for the people that want to get their hands on Tamer Evolution products, they just relaunched on Premium Bandai the Tamer Evolution Box 2 for the June release. So get yourself the second wave, which comes with really nice promos. You get the Agumon, that is delete one of your opponent's 3000 DP on play. You have the Guillemon from the trial deck with its Gallantmon. You have Vmon and Wormmon. Wormmon's okay with its on deletion. It's really nice to have if you're playing green when this Digimon. And then you have the Vmon that'll gains you memory when it becomes unsuspended during the main phase. You have Agunimon being the one to Digivolve on top of the Tamer, which this will be the max rarity and highly hunted. Agumon for Shine Greymon. Shoutmon, especially for me, I love Shoutmon and I love this art. It's really amazing. I'm going to have to get a full playset of it. And then win rate 60% is another amazing art here. So again, if you want to have max rarities, Lilith Loop Bond decks or anything like that, your win rate's here. It's $70, but you get a playmat, a long bar, memory gauge, which I highly recommend any long bars, and I love this one. And then you get the 2 sleeve set and a deck box, not a bad tournament, and then a long box, which to me, I'm very happy that they gave this so much good product, and it's $70. Keep that in mind when you're trying to get some nice product. Now let's talk about it. Alternate art Diaboromon is on down climb. It's going to keep dropping, boys and girls. It might be one of the best Diaboromon, but the longer you hold out and not rush to get him, the lower he's going to go. I think I'm going to pick him up once he hits $20 range, and that's the only time I'm going to pick him. I don't see any benefit picking him up any sooner. Shine Greymon alternate art, boys and girls, $30. He's starting to climb back up. People are getting prepared for the Tamers set, so Shine Greymon is very important for the max rarity people, and this card is just going to keep climbing. If you didn't grab him earlier when we were telling you, I'm sorry, you're going to be missing out. Where Greymon has seen a massive increase with the announcement of BT9, they were introducing X antibody cards, where this card really does gain a little more support in the sense that it helps gain this extra security check for the X antibody now. And being able to have the extra security check and your hand being 8 or more is very easy to pull off. So this card is going to just slowly climb and creep up while your eyes are being blinked. I'm just telling you right now, get your playset now. It might be very beneficial for you to have it because there's only one printing in this card. Then you have the Agunimon promo. He's just hovering. He just likes to be whatever he wants. Foils are going around $10 and then $8 for the Aguni. As I mentioned, he was going to climb because he was going to be the more viable pick, and hopefully you guys listened to me. I really just wanted to make sure you got your product when you did. Just make sure you get your cards when I recommend it. I really hope you guys get them. It just makes your life easier, and I don't want you to miss out on really good support. Then we have Memamon. Memamon alternate art is slowly just getting bought out, and we're just going to see it gone soon. I'm not joking. This card is not the best, but Mamamon is just sitting at a point where you need to think that once there's more support for this card, you might see better play. I just don't know if they'll make a good enough deck for this or the justification of this buyout. Lightning Joust, still on the up climb because Nationals, you still have a couple decks that are just running Lightning Joust, and it's just really good card all in all. Cerberusmon Werewolf mode has been slowly being bought out and just creeping out of here. Right now, he is expensive. If you missed out on Werewolf mode because you weren't paying attention to future Lilithmon loop decks, this card becomes very viable with the Alive and Dead card, being able to, if you have a Cerberusmon, play the Werewolf for 8. Now you're gaining 1 memory off of this because the on play is activated. Delete the Cerberusmon. So Werewolf pops it, gain +2, discard 1, and then gain 1 memory basically for that option. And that could win you the game. So keep that in mind that this is very important. Manoa recently just had a massive buyout, and I'm glad she did, but I think this was just because a response to Nats just doing so well with it. I think this was just a response that one of the Lilithmon loops, most of the Lilithmon loops use Manoa, so people like max raritying and they like to hoard. Let's see, let's go over Great Legends pre-release because we always talk about Great Legends pre-release. So we go. Kendo Garurumon is still sitting around $12. Bushy is around $7. Commandramon, this one is the on deletion, so it's the max rarity, so about $6. Soundbirdmon is okay. Sealdramon, the pre-release stamps are about $2. So if you want to get those, pick these up for your Commandramon list, especially when Dark Knightmon comes out in his whole line. This deck gets a nice little bump, especially with the new delay option that allows you to mill basically 2 cards and get to play a level 4 Digimon for a 4 cost. So it's not really bad because you're feeling the graveyard for your Darkdramons and your Commandramons just going where they need to go. So keep that in mind. But outside of that, nothing too crazy, just sitting here. Nothing really. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Next, let's go over this one. Sayukamon is around $18, not bad. Fusion's around $8. Black War Greymon $8. Matt about $2. Infirmon is bought out yet again. Let's double check why this time. Is he just straight up bought out? Yes, he did. And again, even I know this was if someone really bought those out, I am very feel bad for you guys. Don't pay $15 for that card. Renamon Omnishout, $10. Not bad for Omnishout. I mean, really, it's no surprise it's gonna sit around there, but its max rarity. Shoutmon, though, it does have a better rarity coming. Z Greymon is the next card that probably should see some sort of buyout if they make more Shoutmon support. Nokia, Diaboromon, Aradas, Gigimons, Terrymon Assistant should be another card that's on the watch list. I'm just going to let you guys know that this card is the high rarity of Terrymon Assistant, so make sure you grab him if you can. He might be very viable in the green hybrid deck. Then you have nothing really else here. And then let's talk about the Double Diamond pre-release. So we have Ginkamon Promotes, Jawart Swarmers, Howling Memory Boost, $30. This card is just going to sit here at this range. You're not going to see it go down. I won't be surprised if it's just Savior Hawkmon just keeps going down, and then Howling Memory Boost just keeps going up. Flamedramon is about $20, and it's holding there. Then you have Arbormon, Hawkmon, Matt Ishida, Happy Fly Bullets, Gabumons. I mean, not bad at all for the pricings. Ancient Troymon around $8. The Sistermons are holding their price. And like I brought up Manoa, you have Rebelliomon about $2. Ogremon 70 cents. I feel like this is underrated, but that's just me. It should be max. It should be full price. Pokemon, Barbamon, Tropirimon, Pomamon. Nothing really expensive on this end. Just the cards I mentioned. Let's talk about it. The Omnimons are starting to show some downcline. So Wart has gone down from its $12 mark down to $10 again. Omnimon regular for Blitz is about $8. And then Omnimon from BT01, $6.14 when we were paying $50. It hurts my soul. But outside of that, let's just bring up the final card of the Market Watch. And that is Omnimon Double Diamond. It is now $750. I mean, really, it's selling around $600 range, but I don't know if it's going to hold this $700 range as long as everybody thinks so. But I know the fewer the copies, the more it's going to hold. So guys, what do you think of the Market Watch? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!